guys, welcome to Chantal Tuesday Talks. I hope you did enjoy my little story about the haunted house, ghost story, fun stuff, okay? Today we got the real deal, talking about inspection, okay? Why it's important, who, okay? Most of the time the buyer will ask the inspection, okay? Sometimes the seller would do it because they want to get peace of mind. They want to know what they need to do to fix the house up before they put it on the market. But most of the time, the buyers, okay? What is contained, okay? What is an inspection, okay? Inspection, they would go in and do mostly structural and electrical and foundation and stuff like that. Those are major ticket item, okay? That's why you need that. When you start to have an inspection? Right after the negotiation between the buyer and the seller and executed contract. Once you have the contract, agree to the terms and all that. So you got like at least 7 to 10 days to have an inspection. It's optional, okay? That's the time where you can decide to cancel the contract, terminate for whatever reason, okay? Where are they going to do the inspection? Usually they will go to the roof and then they will check the foundations. There's a lot to it, okay? I detail exterior, the porch, the garage, the windows, the doors, the appliances, the AC, the water heater, all the big item, electrical system. I'm listing out all the major components, okay? And most of the time, do not ask like things like, is the seller gonna, there's a lot of nails, hole. That is not as aesthetic, that is cosmetic. They're not gonna fix that. You can ask, but not likely they're gonna do it because it's not a brand new house. Or a scratch mark or a little crack here, like a minor thing, okay? You need to ask for a big thing, like a major ticket items, like AC, the roofing. And sometimes if you do a little homework before you want to make an offer, seems like how it looks so beautiful, but you don't know how old the roof. But if you look at the sell disclosure, they give you ahead of time. They will tell you how old the roof. See, like I have one. It said 2.5 years old, okay? So that's, hey, I got a roof. It's going to last me a long time. If you go in and you ask for sell disclosure and they put unknown, you know that house is like mostly a rental property. That's why they don't know the age of the roof. So you got to be careful. Or the 20 years old, and you think the seller's going to replace it sometime, and sometime not likely, and you're going to lose that money because it may be a deal breaker, okay? So that's why, and you want to know how much it's going to be. How much? Around 4, 5, 6. I can say that, but most likely depend on the size of the home. But if you have a pool, they will charge you extra, maybe 600 or something like that, okay? So around 4 to 500, I can say 4 to 600, let's say that, okay? So why it's important to have inspection? It's for your peace of mind. You want to know that you buying a house not only look great on the outside, but also on the inside. You want to have to be in tip-top shape, but not as so like perfect. There's all a little flaw, okay? So a lot of time I have buyer make an offer in house and all that stuff, and we so happy when we had an inspection, of course, the interior, whatever it is, like for foundation, crack. That's a deal breaker because the seller like, I don't want to fix it. And the buyer say, I'm not going to buy with a foundation. Most likely the buyer would say, hey, I don't want to buy a house with foundation problem. Foundation is not bad. Some people like foundation do repair because especially when you live in Texas, certain area, the soil is very soft, but it can be a deal breaker too, especially roof. If the seller like, I'm not going to pay for it, I'm not going to do anything with the roof, are you willing to bear the cost of roof in a couple more years? If you're okay with that within the price you negotiate, then you move forward. That's why it's very important, okay? So that's why it's important, okay? So there you go. So there's a lot of details. Sometimes it costs money. It costs money and save you a lot of headache in the future when you get into the house. At least you know that you're more prepared. If there's an AC problem that you have to deal with it, okay, it's going to cost me $5,000. in the near future because the seller wouldn't do it, and something like that. And you gotta have an agent maybe negotiate and pay half of that for you, things like that. So you have that time frame to negotiate. You know, either take it or move on. Okay, so there you go. Well, thanks for watching. Like and comment below, and I'll send you home in 60 days, or I'll sell it for free. And also, by the way, I am raising money, 10,000 for the homeless. So please help me by sending me referrals, and go to www.helpinghoustonhomeless.com. And thank you so much. I'll see you next Tuesday.